I know that this, oh my gosh, I look atrocious right now. But hello, welcome back. Why is the lighting so weird? Okay, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Emily. On this channel we talk about all things bookish, sometimes college life, sometimes some vacation vlogs. And today I'm going to be reading my highest and lowest rated book on my TBR. I have been wanting to do this video forever. Like in my mind I feel like I've done this video already 5 times. So we're gonna do it today in this video, and I am very excited to see what books are the highest and lowest rated, because everything on my TBR right there are books that I really am excited about and think that are really highly rated in my mind. But I wanted to do like guesstimates of what I think is going to be the highest and what I think is going to be the lowest rated. So let's get into that right now. Okay, I have 3. Number 1, come on, Fourth Wing. If you know this book, if you've heard of anybody talking about this book, they usually say, oh my gosh, what is wrong with the lighting, guys? Y'all, I'm sorry. This is just going to be a really bad clip. Fourth Wing. If you've heard of anybody talk about Fourth Wing, they are saying it's 5 stars. Everybody loves this book. Everybody adores it. I think I've heard one person that said that they didn't like it. So it's huge. It's a fantasy, dragons, romance, I think. Are you kidding me? I think I'm going to love it. And I think this is one of the highest rated. Second up, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This one I think is going to be highly rated because it's a new release, and everybody that's getting this book and that is reading this book is Ali Hazelwood stans. So they're gonna already like her writing. They're already gonna be interested in this novel, be really excited about it. Haley Pham read it. I saw that she read it and she gave it a 4.5. So like, I think it's gonna be highly rated. I don't know. And then lastly, Just Kids by Patti Smith. This is a memoir. The reason I'm putting this on here is because every single time I see this memoir, everyone's obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. And I feel like people already rate memoirs high, so for this one to be a really popular memoir and people love it already, I'm scared that this will be the one, because I just finished reading Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, which is a memoir, so I'm not in the mood for another one, but I do think it's gonna be up there. Okay, and for the books that I think are going to be the lowest rated, I have them right here. Oh, the freaking lighting! Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This book is not really popular a lot now, but Tessa Bailey is definitely a go-to author for a lot of people. The reason I think this is lowest rated, 1, because a lot of the books on there are very like everyone loves them and knows them, so I think that this one is just like the lowest on the list. But also I know so many people that love this book, but I also know so many people that hate it, like absolutely loathe it. So I'm excited. Also, my friend Megan got this for me for my birthday. I love you, Megan. She knows I love Tessa Bailey, so very happy about this one. I hope, honestly, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind, but we'll see which ones. Let me look which ones are the highest and lowest rated. Okay guys, I have it right here. I am very impressed with myself. I'm very impressed. Okay, you want to know what was the highest rated? You want to know? Fourth Wing. Come on. Everybody saw that one coming. Everybody saw it coming. I'm not gonna lie, I know this is so highly rated. Oh, it's a 4.6 stars. Do you know how much that is? Also the lighting again, oh my gosh. I am very nervous because it's thick to get to this, but I'm very excited. I will let you know what it's about later because I actually have 0 clue. And then lowest rated is actually a tie. Oop, this is backwards. A tie. Window Shopping. Come on guys, I knew it. I just know so many people that hate it and love it. Tie. And then also a book that I really did not think this would be the lowest rated. By Grand Central Station, I sat down and wept. This book I heard from Jack Edwards, oh my gosh. He loved this book. And I thought that I would love this book. So I'm really concerned on why this is the lowest rated. They're both 3.53 stars. So like, that's not, it's just, they're both mid. Do you know what I'm saying? Just, I feel like you either, for both of these books, this is like a literary fiction type of feel. You either hate it or love it. I'm gonna be the person that doesn't read both of these, and I'm picking Window Shopping because I do want to read this when I have that mentality of like, I think I'm gonna love it and stuff like that. So, Window Shopping. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at predicting things. I cannot wait to read these. And okay, let's just get on to the video because I can't deal with this really bad lighting and shot. Okay. Hello guys, so I wanted to mention that first clip, I looked atrocious, the lighting, everything was wrong in that clip because I was quickly leaving to come back home to South Carolina from Tennessee, and I just needed to figure out what books I'd be reading for the weekend, and I picked Window Shopping for the first book that I'm going to read. I didn't really know much about what it was about, and you know what, there's gifts on the front and there's snowflakes on the back, but I didn't process that it was a Christmas kind of story, but it is. And it's set in New York City. It follows this girl named Stella who just got out of prison, and she's standing in front of a Fifth Avenue window shopping place. And she was like, this is atrocious. The owner of the store goes in and is like, well, what would you change about it? And she becomes the windows like designer type of thing. This book is very fast. It's literally only 250 pages, less than 250 pages. That is a very, very, very short book. I'm 99 pages in right now. A lot's going on. Let me tell you about what I like about this story first. Number one, I love Aiden, the guy. I think I love Grumpy Sunshine, and this is kind of like a reverse. It's the guy that's the sunshine, and she's very grumpy, and he's adorable. I love him. I love how immediately he was into her, like instantly, and was just trying to catch her attention by stupid little stories. I think that was adorable. I also like the plot, like the idea of this and how protective he is over her. I think that is just amazing. I don't really love our main character. I feel like since this is such a short story, her backstory and like how tainted she is and how like insecure she is about certain things, it's very blunt. Like it's not like subtle until it builds up to like exposing her past. It's very much like she's very out there to the point where, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but to the point where I'm just like, okay, you're kind of victimizing yourself a little bit too much. Like, come on. I think it's just moving a little bit too fast. Even the romance is moving a little bit too fast, and it's very unrealistic, the romance. Like you're telling me before the 50-page mark, she's like jumping into her arms, basically straddling him when it's like a boss-employee relationship. Like, what? And they didn't even like talk about what they felt about each other. Like, what is going on here? But it's sitting at a 3 stars right now. It could go to a 4. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we're getting into like a really juicy part. They've already admitted that they have feelings for each other. And I think, again, I just really do like Aiden, and I like how protective he is. I'm really gonna crank this out. I'm gonna see how I feel a little bit later. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, I am 2/3 of the way through this book. This shorter part is how much I have to finish. And this book is so bingeable. Like, I'm 100% gonna finish this tonight. Sorry if there's not any cool montages or whatever. But the main issue that I'm having with this book is the pacing. Specifically, their relationship, like the physical aspects of the relationship. I feel like they're out of order. Like, I feel like they're happening way too early in their relationship, which is really upsetting because the parts that I'm really loving about this book is the emotional aspect. I'm really liking every single time that they open up to each other and they talk about their past and they talk about their insecurities and what they really want out of life. So it's just like a little upsetting that the pacing is off and that the whole physical aspect of it isn't really what I want or need out of this book. Another part that I'm actually really liking is kind of the conflict in this book. And usually it's like a miscommunication conflict, but right now, Aiden, oh my gosh, I love him so much. He's so down bad for her, like so down bad. And she is too. The reason that they're not together, the conflict is realistic. It's not a miscommunication trope. It's not like, I don't know, something stupid. It's her really just trying to heal before having a relationship. And I think that is so, I don't know, realistic. And I like it in the concept or in the context of this story. But in general, with this being a romance story, I can't really get over the pacing being off. I can't really get over how annoying she was at the beginning of this book. Like, it's just off and on for me. I still feel like it's 3 stars. I feel like if Aiden just continues being a little cutie patootie, it might be a 3.5. But I don't think it'd be any more than that. So, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to let you know. I got to do this wallpaper. Half that wall is full of wallpaper, and I got to do the rest. So, okay. Talk to you guys later. Filming location has been unlocked. We will see if it looks good. I'm sorry, I'm testing it out, but you will notice I am back at college. I have done a lot of things since I've been back at college. I have finished window shopping. Oh, that was the back. I finished window shopping. I've been to a basketball game, which was amazing. We won. That was actually a very intense game. I've been to coffee shops, hung out with friends, done work. I don't know, I've done a lot, but finished window shopping. This book, okay, the more that I've had time to sit on this book, the more I genuinely very much hate this book. The ending was very much rushed. I didn't really love the whole how they got together at the end. I skipped most spice scenes, all of the spice scenes. I've skipped them all. And the whole thing with her friend, I just felt like the book was too short to kind of delve super deep into what she was trying to kind of flesh out with her and her past friend that got in trouble with her and they both went to jail. I mean, I cared, but I didn't care. And honestly, I was gonna give this book a 3 stars. It was okay, but then again, the longer I sat with it, I was like, okay, dude, like I really don't want to give this book a 3 stars. And for entertaining purposes, maybe 2.5. Maybe 2 stars? I don't know. I feel bad because this is Tessa Bailey. Like, Hook, Line, and Sinker, dude, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. And the thing is, she wrote this in 2021, I think. So, and I think Hook, Line, and Sinker came out in 2022, 2023. So where is it coming from? How did she change her writing style so drastically to create this and then also create like multiple masterpieces of books? There were some aspects I liked. I really did like the New York City Christmas aspect. I liked the male main character, but he's not going to be my all-time favorite boyfriend. Like he was just, you know, it was okay. 2.5 maybe. On a good note though, I've started Fourth Wing. I'm a third of the way through. I'm 170 pages into this book. Guys, okay, I'm gonna try to explain to you what this book is about because I still don't, like I know, but like whenever I like a book, I can never explain what it's about. It's about this girl named Violet and she lives in a world where there's dragons and there's like this elite. There's an academy for writers and you have to go through this entire trial process and for a dragon to pick you or something or the other. She was raised and trained not to be a writer, but to be a scribe. And that's honestly one of my favorite parts of the books is that, you know, when you read a fantasy book and they've trained for like 6 months and automatically they're just the best and they can outsmart anyone. I hate that kind of. In this book, she constantly shows that she isn't the strongest physically, but she can outsmart all of them and that she can use her intelligence to her advantage, and I love that about her. That wasn't a proper summary of what the book is about. There's also this guy named Zayden. There's a guy named Zayden, and he is basically her mortal enemy because her mom killed his parents, and then his parents killed her brother. Anyway, they don't like each other. But there's this tension, and then there's this also another guy named Dane, who's like her childhood best friend. Come on. You know who she gets with. I mean, they're not together right now, but I know. I'm hoping. Come on, he's in the summary. Zayden. Why they didn't put Dane in the summary? They didn't put Dane in the synopsis. But anyway, guys, I hate to be a person that hypes up a book that other people already are hyping up. I hate that. And so I am going to do that, but I'm going to give you specific reasons to why I'm absolutely adoring this book. Number 1, the vibes. I'm going to tell you specifically what this feels like, and it's so accurate. It's How to Train Your Dragon mixed with Divergent. Absolutely, completely accurate. That's exactly what this book is. Mixing bonding with your dragons, but they're so dangerous to people killing you in your sleep. Divergent. You know that. You know what happens if you've read Divergent. It's the perfect mixture of the two, and it gives you that like early to mid 2000s vibes. And I think that's honestly one of the reasons that people love this book so much, because it's giving you those vibes, but also being completely and utterly unique. One thing that also caught my attention is her writing. It is very overly simplistic. And honestly, at one point in the beginning, I like read a line and it took me out for a second because it literally reminded me of a sentence that I would write in Wattpad, or like I would read someone else write in a Wattpad novel. And I got like a little bit of secondhand embarrassment from it. But once I was put back in, I saw an interview with her and she was saying that she wrote this book for anyone to get into it. If you're new to reading, if you're new to fantasy, you can pick up this book and immediately be drawn into the world and you're not confused. It's not extra hard for you to understand. And I completely agree with that. I think that's exactly what this book is for. If you are a person that is already into high fantasy and into adult fantasy, this book is going to be pretty jarring to you because it's kind of not dumbed down, but very simplistic. So you just gotta know that before entering in. But guys, literally the first line, let me tell you the first line. Let me tell you the first line. It says, conscription day is always the deadliest. Maybe that's why the sunrise is especially beautiful this morning, because I know it might be my last. Shut up. Shut up. There are even these like little things at the top. You know those like little quotes before every chapter? You always skip them. I always skip them. I'm not skipping them in this book. And the romance is giving. The romance is giving. It's giving so much, and nothing has really happened. Like whether it's giving between her and Xaden, or if it's giving between her and Dane, like it's giving. It's giving. And also I literally just finished the part where she got bonded to a dragon, and you're like which one is it? I can't tell you because that's a spoiler. The thing is, tropes are very, you know which dragon she's going to be bonded to. Actually, for a second there, I didn't. There's like 2 that it could have been. But like, it keeps you on your toes while still giving you those tropes that you don't love. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm going to continue reading it. Okay, bye. It's literally 5 seconds since I last updated you, but I'm reading again, and I'm literally cackling at this line. These dragons, as I said before, big, bad, dangerous, like don't look at them in the eye, literally, because they will burn you to a crisp. There has been somebody burnt to a crisp. And she gets on his back, and then she is falling, because she fell. Of course she would fall. And he goes, you're making us look bad, stop it. I'm like, they just have such a banter chemistry, like bestie chemistry, and you're like, why is like this big bad dragon like your bestie right now? I don't know. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm sorry. That might have not been funny to you, but like to me, I'm cackling. I mean, I'm like loving it. When I say that I'm binging this book, and this book is very bingeable, same night, I'm 2/3 of the way through this book, and I'm loving this book. I'm devouring it. I literally love every single character in this book. I'm obsessed with Violet. Xaden. Oh my gosh. I love the tension. I love the characters, like the family dynamic, like the found family dynamic in this book. The empathy that Violet has is just so endearing. It like is touching me in a way that I didn't expect it to touch me. Like 6-star book, truly. And although I'm loving it, I'm also honestly getting really, really sad because I'm reading it so fast because I just can't get enough of the story. But at the same time, I'm actually dreading for it to end. Like, I'm really sad that I know it's gonna end soon and that I've gotten through a majority of the story. Even thinking back to the beginning of the story, I'm like, wow, I wish I could read it again. Like, this is a book that I could read over and over and over, and I still am gonna read over and over and over. I just know it. I'm not even finished with it, and I'm saying that I love it. Also, the slow burn in this book, it's a slow burn, but like in the best way possible. It's also 1:30 in the morning. Tomorrow's Saturday, so like give me some grace. I'm not going to be interrupting school with this, but like I haven't done that for a book in so long, and honestly I would stay up till 6 a.m 7 a.m reading this book. Wow, Goodreads is right. Goodreads is right. This should be the number, oh my gosh, 6-star book. Guys, I look a wreck. It's just my mascara. It's just not doing me favors. But I finished Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This book, I devoured. I binged it. I already said that, but I stayed up till 3 a.m. last night reading this book. And the last book that I did that for was Crave, which I stayed up till 6 a.m. for, like reading it all in one sitting. And I don't have the capacity to do that anymore, but to get that feeling again is amazing, and I love this book, and I will never stop raving about it. The beginning of this book feels so different from the end of this book. Violet feels so different from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. Her character development is crazy, immaculate, just how I want a main character to be. Everything about her was just phenomenal. Not just her, but all the characters. I loved seeing her dragon and another dragon. I can't say much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I just love seeing her dragon, just like the wit, the banter they have, and just her empathy is just beyond all means. I actually teared up a couple of times in this book. It's at everything past 1 a.m. I just cry always, but it's because you feel so much for Violet because just how she is, it's so pure. I don't think I'm making any sense. Another reason why it felt really, this book was so different from the beginning to the end was because there is a climax. It's definitely at the end of the book. You definitely see what's going on there. But in this book, there's many mini climaxes. Like, it's like building up to this one event, and then it comes back down, and then it's building up to another event. And like, she leaves you fed, okay? You are never just chilling. Violet's never just chilling. She just goes through so many cycles in her life with so many different people, with Dane, with Zayden, with friendship, with family, and she becomes this new person. I just love it. I just love this book so much. Like 5 out of 5 stars. If it wasn't apparent already, I cannot tell you I'm sorry, y'all. The lighting, I never know why it goes in and out. I really don't know. But I can't stop thinking about this book. This is a book that I immediately, honestly, truly just want to start rereading it over again. I want you guys to read it, but only if you're going to love it as much as me. And you guys are right. Goodreads is in it for the win. I don't know if I will actually look at Goodreads though, like before I start reading books, because I'll look at something that's so hyped like this. I think it's because this book is so shiny that the thing is going in and out. I will look at books like this that have such a high rating and then not want to read it because I'm like, oh, what if I don't like it as much as you guys? And then I'll look at a book with low rating and I'll be like, oh damn, like maybe I shouldn't read it. So I like looking at Goodreads reviews after I've read a book to see if we're on the same page. But y'all are right. 2 stars to window shopping. The farther I step back from reading that book, I don't like it. And the farther I step back from this book, I just love it even more. Okay, love this book. Didn't like window shopping. Thank you guys for watching this video. I don't know what clips I got for this video because coming back to college has been kind of chaotic. So hopefully when I'm editing this book, it all goes together and it's all great. But yeah, I love you guys. Please subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you want to do. Watch some other of my videos. That'd be really great. And goodbye.